Hey everybody, it's Tracy, and in light of a couple other videos I did, I've gotten questions about creating referral programs in like the crypto sphere, right? And Coinbase has it. I mean, the largest of the large players have them, and then you see a lot of like newer projects really relying, even like in DeFi, right? Like that's a big thing. Like there's huge referral bonuses, but it's not without its pitfalls, right? And there's like three main ones that I think are worth sort of noting, right? Number one is the nature of your relationship with the affiliate or referral party, right? You have to be careful because the line between, especially in the US, the line between independent contractor, right, and like employee is very fine. People don't think that, especially for something like affiliate marketing, but it can be, right? And so at the end of the day, you have to like ensure that you do not in any way, shape, or form control the manner, time, or place with which an affiliate does their job, right? Like you can't dictate that, because if you do, conceivably they could be misconstrued as to becoming or have been employees, which requires benefits, which requires withholding, which requires all of these things, right? And it's different in different parts of the world, but generally speaking, you would never want like an affiliate to be an employee, especially like in more socialized countries, because it literally entitles them to benefits from you, right? And it's like that's not kind of where you want to go. So my advice is like always have like it could be a one-page thing, right? Just some kind of agreement. Just click the box, I agree to the terms, blah blah blah, and like have the right agreement in place. Number one. Number two, you are responsible for what they say, right? Like even as an independent contractor, you are responsible if they go out and like pitch some 90-year-old widow on remortgaging her house to buy like 300 billion dog shit tokens. That is like 100% your responsibility unless you specifically state otherwise, right? And you have to state not only in the aforesaid agreement that these affiliates would agree to, but also on your own site. So when it relates to like selling tokens or signing up for something or whatever, and this all applies to stuff outside crypto, you have to specifically state like as a disclaimer on your website and also in like your client agreement. Just check the box. They don't need to like hand sign some 90-page document. You have to say you weren't promised anything. Nobody told you anything that would like make you believe you were going to become a billionaire overnight. You have to disclaim away the fact that some nut job like got the widow to buy the 30 billion dog ass coins. You have to like avoid that, and you have to disclaim that away, because that way, if they are a true independent contractor and they lied and they knew they weren't supposed to, pursuant to the agreement you have with them, and then there's all sorts of bells and whistles like on the website and in the agreement when the people buy the dog shit coin, then you're okay, right? Because if you let them run like willy-nilly and do whatever they want, and you have nothing like abrogating or like preventing them from just bullshitting the world, it's going to come back to you, and legally there's nothing you can do about it, right? So that's point two. Point three is compensation, right? And it's like you can pay them with money, you could pay them with like token or coin, or you can give them perks, right? And in all regards, right, that is like a taxable event, right? Because they're doing work, they completed the work, and they're being like rewarded for the work. They're earning, compensation for it. So perks is the kind of the easiest way to go, because you can always say the value's like nil, right? Now you get into money, well then you kind of have to know who they are, right? Because how do you pay them otherwise? And I wouldn't suggest just like getting their Venmo or just getting a wallet address. Like, you need to kind of know, and you need to make it a prerequisite to getting paid to provide some form of like KYC. And it's like, yeah, okay, I'm not an MSB, I don't have to do it, but you're paying them, right? And how do you know, like, OFAC still applies, right? Like, how do you know this guy's not in Iran? How do you know the guy's not in North Korea? You have to know who they are for them to get paid, right? Like, maybe you don't have to know who they are when they sign up to go be an affiliate, but at the end of the day, you have to know who they are if you're going to pay them, even in crypto. And as a corollary to that, if you have a token, right, that is arguably a security or could be reclassified as a security, one, you using affiliate is really a problem because none of them are licensed like securities brokers, right? So, they're like finders, and if they're selling tokens, like signing up for something's a different story. But at the end of the day, if you have anything that could, like, if you're going to pay them in a token and that could be reclassified as a security, that's a problem. Because if you go back to like the .com, and I'm old enough to remember it, there was like companies that were literally doing free stock, and there's this whole litany of law about how like you can't do that. And stock for consideration is a whole line that's very closely in tune with the free stock scenario, which has been verboten for a long time, right? Without adequate like agreements and consideration and all these things, which an affiliate isn't going to do, and you're probably not going to do just to sign up like one affiliate who may not do anything. So those are like the three tenets that you sort of have to like think about if you want to do it the right way. And again, it really varies. Like, if it's just signups, right, it's really easy and there's not a lot of risk to it. If it's like buying something, right, whether it be token or even like a subscription to something, then it starts to get a little more dicey, right? And that's where you really have to be careful about who you're getting in bed with, what they're saying, and how you're paying them. So if you have questions on setting up, your own referral program, I guess in-house affiliate network, definitely hit me up, Adam at adamtracy.io. I'll talk to you next time. Cheers.